Hi, my name is Justin, aka Ghost Reader, and today I'm going to be doing a book review of Secrets Are for Flowers. This is a book by R.K. Gold. I reviewed his first book not too long ago, that was last week, and here is my review of his second book in this series, which is Secrets Are for Flowers. He gave me this for free, this art for free, in exchange for honest review, so that's what I'm going to be doing today. And I'm going to be outside in the nice weather. It's really nice today, and so yeah, I'm not wearing my usual outfit, but you know, it's outside, nice weather, so why not? So yeah, now she even got flowers to be in the video with me, which is quite appropriate for the book that I'm reviewing today. So yeah, let's get into the review. Oh, also, this book comes out on June 3rd. You can pre-order it now at Amazon. I will have the link to the pre-order, where you can pre-order, down in the description box below. And also, I will be placing down in the description box below a link to how I review books and what the star ratings mean. That will also be down in the description box also. So yeah, so let's get into the review. So basically, like I said, this is the second book in this series, and in this book, we once again are following Clarence, Wakoba, and to a lesser extent Jesse. In the first book, they have they're dealing with the consequences kind of the first book, where they have reestablished the connection to paradise, which is Gaiden. However, in the second book, even though color has returned to the world, not everything is as it seems. It seems that the end, which is a place where human fear has kind of created like these monsters and whatever, it seems that is creeping back into the world, and no one really knows why. And so Clarence feels that it's his responsibility, or at least he wants it to be his responsibility, to go and fight and try to figure out how to stop the end, much in the same way he stopped the Reaper in the tree. And so he wants to do that, but there's a lot of this conflict that goes on between him and the Reaper who had the garden in the first book, because the Reaper kind of is doing his own thing and kind of doesn't want to let Clarence in, but he seems to let Wakoba in, who is kind of taking care of his garden now, on what he has planned. So Clarence kind of feels left out, is kind of conflicted about whether or not he should trust the Reapers that he actually became friends with in the first book, and this conflict kind of goes on throughout the book. And so he basically sets out to try to find a way to confront the end and find out the truth about what's really going on. So that's basically the synopsis of the book. So my thoughts on the book, I like this one a little less than I did the first book. And the reason for that is because I felt like the plot at times kind of lagged a bit. At some places got kind of slow. It kind of took some of the enjoyment out for me. I do feel that like this book isn't like the adventure story that the first one was. It's more of a there is some adventuring in it, and actually when they do go on adventures, is actually really well done. But it's more of like a mystery of Clarence trying to figure out what's going on, so there isn't like a lot of action, and at times for me it kind of felt like it was a bit too slow. But I did like where the story ends up, where all the characters do end up at the end of the story, and it sets up the third book really well. I do like some of the additional world building that's done in this book. We find out there's another place kind of like Gaiden in the end, and in between there's another place which I won't talk about here, so I'll let you read the book, that's introduced, that I thought was really cool and how it's described. I like the introduction to that. I also like the fact that you learn a little bit more about the Reapers. And I'm not going to mention exactly what it is, because it's something that I think you should find out when you read the book. But I actually like that kind of addition. It's something that you didn't like learn about. No, look, I'm sweating. Bullets out here. Sounds hot. It's something that you learn about, that you kind of don't learn about in the first book, but you do learn in the second book, and why it wasn't kind of mentioned in the first book. So that was pretty cool. And you also meet some new characters, so there's not the same characters left over from the first book. You do meet a lot of them, but there's some additional new characters that kind of bring a little bit more character to the Reapers as a whole, and kind of their motivations for what's going on. And also you kind of learn a bit more about like how Reapers act, how they interact with the world, and things like that. So I really liked that part of the book. So for this book, I'm going to give it like a 3.5 stars. I'm gonna give it 3.5 stars. I do think it's a book that you should read in this series if you're reading it. So yeah, that is going to be the end of this review. I'm glad that RK gave me the chance to read this book as an ARC and read it. And so I actually pre-ordered the book myself. And once again, you guys can find a link to that down in the description box below. It comes out on June 3rd. So if you don't get the chance to pick it up, to pre-order it, you can go ahead and order it afterwards as well. But definitely pre-order it if you get the chance. And so that's going to be the end of this review for me. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more videos from me, please subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at GhostFreeze28 and also on Goodreads. The link to that is down in the description box below. So as always, keep reading.